Long, Republican.
Yes.
Why didn't you vote for Roy Moore?
He's all about Roy Moore. He's not about the people. He's not a Republican. He's a radical. He didn't win, and I'm glad he didn't win, because Doug Jones is going to be there 2 years, then he'll be gone.
Then you think a Republican will be back?
Oh, yeah, he'll be back. They could have run a three-legged dog against Roy Moore. They would have won. You know.
Steve, why didn't you vote for Roy Moore?
The Steve Bannon thing, the race issue and the racism issue, that's a very strong issue for our people. He's not the kind of person that you want to be around when it comes to a particular thing about racism.
You think he's a racist?
Yes. I think he's obviously a racist.
Kim, you canvassed for Doug Jones, though you are a Republican and a strong supporter of Donald Trump. And how are you feeling today that Doug Jones...
Elated. I am elated. I can't even contain it.
Why didn't you support Roy Moore?
He represents hatred.
How so?
He hides behind God like a body shield. He uses God as a body shield. Then I started doing some research with the women, and then I fell to my knees.
Because you believed them.
I do believe them. I'm a survivor of rape, and I watched them. I don't even know what they've said to this day. I've never heard anything they've said. I just watched them. They are telling the truth.
How many of you believed Roy Moore's accusers?
Eva? I don't know.
So one of you strongly believed them. Sadia, why do you not know?
Being a female, if something ever happened to me in any kind of way, and I didn't speak out about it or file a complaint or go to the police immediately or within a certain time period, I have a hard time 30, 40 years later. I would have brought attention or light to it far sooner.
Yeah, we all would have done something until it happens.
Yeah.
And then you have no idea what you would do. So, where'd you grow up, Sadia?
I grew up in New York.
Okay. I grew up in the South.
And what does that mean?
So, New York, you're a little more vocal, actually. And you actually have a little more right to be vocal here. In the South, how shall we say this? How shall we say this?
Keep it down home, cuz.
What does keep
And
it
he
down
gets
home,
it.
cuz mean?
Means keep your mouth shut,
Shut
go on about
up.
your business.
It means shut up. You don't understand. So, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I understand. I just, not that I need proof, don't get me wrong, I would always side with defending women.
Kim is saying that but you're not supporting the women.
You're not. As a matter of fact,
Absolutely, I
no, you're
am.
not. Because you aren't in the position they're in.
Every individual doesn't react to the same situation the same way.
Yeah, but there
So-
were 8 women who accused him. So did that hold any weight that there wasn't just one individual or 2? There were 8 who came forward with stories of being a teenager and either being approached or asked out or assaulted or molested.
We're looking at an accusation.
True.
You're not looking at something that's just morally wrong. You're looking at something that's legally wrong. And at the same time, if it's legally wrong, you need evidence, not just an accusation. We shouldn't live in a society where an accusation makes you guilty.
These young ladies told their parents, and their parents basically told them to shut
They
up.
did tell people at the time. They
They've
didn't
told
go
a
to the
lot of
police,
people.
But they did tell friends.
Who are they going to go
they
to?
told
He's
parents.
a judge.
Just liars.
They're not. Their parents hushed them.
What could they ever
He was
have
a
said? I'm just curious,
judge.
what could they ever have said to make you believe them?
Well, first of all,
At what time frame?
he hadn't done anything to them. They said he asked them out. They didn't say he raped them.
Whoa, one
Whoa.
of them said that she felt that he was going to try to rape her. That
He had her clothes on.
How do you
trying to
feel
force
like
her.
I'm going to try to rape
If
you?
you're
Nah,
ripping
that's wrong.
someone's shirt off and forcibly kissing them
No,
and making them and
That's
in
assault.
your car,
He had his clothes
that's
off.
assault.
He had his clothes off.
You didn't believe the accusers?
I don't know if I do or I don't. I don't want to live in a world where people can just start being accused of things and they lose their jobs, they lose their
get that.
careers. We're in a society now where we just jump to these conclusions and we literally ruin people's lives, and nobody thinks about that afterwards. But I don't
with that.
believe in just accusing people and believing one person or the other because none of us were there.
There's too many who came forward, you know. Maybe 1 or 2 may lie. When you get a whole bunch of people, you know, I think it's obvious. It's like Donald Trump, you know, there's over 15 now. Yeah, it keeps going up.
Okay, how many of you believe the accusers of Donald Trump? Show of hands.
I do.
Okay, 3 of you believe. Let me start with you, Mike. Why?
Not when 15 people come out against Donald Trump, you know. I think that they're telling the truth. He just about admitted it, didn't he, on TV? You know, he can condone such things.
Why are you poo-pooing this, Jimmy?
Them women just are doing it to make him look bad. Exactly.
How do you know that?
How do you know?
It's just hearsay. You can tell. You can look at them girls and tell it's hearsay.
But how can you just look at the women and know that they're lying?
Because they're coming out 20, 30 years later.
Well, so did
saying,
the
saying he
other.
hugged me.
Look
You
at it
know,
this way.
They ain't saying he raped me or got me naked. They said he hugged me.
Well, some of them are saying
Not
that he grabbed them and threw them up against the wall and pressed his body against them.
Like that man said, they're accusations. You know, nobody's proved nothing.
See, Donald Trump
Okay.
denies all this. And as we all know, he's a liar. So the other women must be telling the truth.
That situation is different because we've heard him, the president, on tape admitting. And I think that that is the killer piece of evidence right there.
Access Hollywood tape, Jimmy.
He was talking to that guy, like he said, locker room talk. He didn't know the mic was on.
He didn't mean any of that. He was lying.
Yeah, he might have just been talking.
So he was bragging, but it was a lie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Darius.
There's a lot of people in this country that are locked up for no reason. There's a lot of people that things have happened to where people have made things up. And we, especially being a black man, I know it, I see it, I know people have happened to. So I'll never rush judgment on anybody. I think everybody's due process.
Do any of you want to see an investigation into President Trump because of these women?
With
I
that, with that admission on tape and all these women, yeah, I've been an athlete. That's not common locker room talk. No, it's not.